Okay, ladies, it's Miss Ree, and I'm back to do another video. In this video, I wrote down um, some topics that I wanted to, talk about and get some feedback on. And it is when you're in a relationship and you feel like you love more than the other person loves, or you give more and you get nothing back, or you feel like you love this person more than you really think they love you, and it's sort of like a mind type thing, but then again, it's not. It's all in a person's action. So my thing is, how do you know that that person loves you as much as you love them? I mean, they give you no feedback. There's no I love you. There's no you look nice today. And this and that and the other. I'm just I personally I can't explain it because um it's hard. It is so, so, so hard to continuously love someone and you not get the love back that you want or deserve, you know? So how do you cope? I mean, what do you do? I mean, you know what I'm saying? What do? You just pack up and say, Lord, he don't love me the way I need to be loved. I'm out of here. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. When you've taken vows, you can't just do that. You know, you have to pray. You really have to pray because you will be so frustrated with that person to the point where you don't even want to deal with them no more. You be like, we're roommates, for real. For real, for real. We are roommates with no fringe benefits. None. None. Okay? None. All right? But anyway, I mean, send me some feedback. Tell me what y'all think because this is my own personal opinion. And it's two ways to look at this because it does not necessarily mean that that person does not love you. That's not what that means. It's just that that person may not know how to love you or may not have been taught how to love or be affectionate, and things like that. Or they may just not like it. But you be like, okay, well, wait a minute. They liked it before we got together as a marital couple. They liked it the first few years of marriage. And, people change, things change, situations change, reasons change. A lot of things change over a course of years and over a course of months. Sometimes even over a course of days, unfortunately. But my thing is, if you choose to be in a relationship with someone, you gotta give and take. You got to, whether you want to or not. You got to. It's a must. It's a must. It's a requirement. It's a must. You chose to be in this relationship. You love this person. You know what I'm saying? You may not be able to control all your feelings, but you can control your actions. You can control the things that you do, the things that you say. Make yourself say it. Your flesh ain't gonna want to do it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Your flesh ain't gonna want to do it. Plain and simple. Because it don't never do what you want it to do when you want it to do it and how you want it to do it. Unless you make it do it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with exercise. Your body ain't gonna just say, okay, we're gonna exercise. If your mind don't tell your hand to jog, to lift up, to move them weights, and if your mind don't tell your legs to get up, go down, get up, and go down, then it ain't gonna be no walking, no jogging, no running, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with relationships. You have to tell yourself, okay, I love my wife, I love my husband, and I'm gonna treat him that way. Regardless of how I'm feeling that day, if I'm dead dog tired, I'm gonna sit down and give my partner my attention. I'm gonna give my partner me. Now, what that means in your household is what it means in your household. If that means that y'all sit and just stare at each other for an hour, you just sit and stare at each other for an hour. If you actually communicate and talk back and forth, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, then that's your form of affection. That's your attention. Grab hold of it. Hold on to it. Don't let nothing and nobody come between it. Okay? So, anyway. Okay, y'all. I'm getting frustrated like a mug. So I'm going to saw myself down a little bit. So anyway, back to what I was saying. That you have to make yourself give of yourself to that other person because it's not fair to them. They love you beyond love. Sometimes they love you and don't even realize how much. And when you are always the give and give and give and give and give and give and giver, and ain't nothing coming back, that's hard. It's hard. It is very, very hard. So what? You pay all the bills. So what? You the head of the household. So what? You work 2 jobs. That's not the other person's fault. That's not the other person's problem. So it's not fair to take it out on the other person because you work in 2 jobs. Because you pay all the bills. Make some life changes. Make some situation changes. Make some personal changes. You know what I'm saying? Basically, just do what you got to do to be a part of that relationship and make the other person feel like you want to be a part of that relationship. Because if you really, honestly, God knows in your heart of hearts, know that you don't want to be there, then split. Because it's not fair to hold that other person back when there's someone out there that could be loving them because you chose not to. You know what I'm saying? So it's not fair to hold a person back. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's really not fair. And you be like, well, I just can't see myself with nobody else because we've been together for so long. Okay, all right. That's still not fair to the other person. It's just not fair to the other person. It's just not fair. And when you are newly married, it definitely is not fair. Definitely not fair to the other person that you spend all your time doing other things than putting your attention on your new spouse. Now, after 20, 30 years, then I mean, that's something different. But if you ain't been married 6 months and you spend more time in front of the TV than you do with your wife, you spend more time playing with your toys more than you do communicating with your wife or your husband, then there's a problem. And you are the problem. You may not like hearing it from Miss Reed, but you are the problem. You are the problem. Because if you don't like your wife, if you don't like your spouse, playing a game ain't going to make them disappear. Ignore them ain't going to make them disappear. You got to handle the situation. You got to be mature enough to handle the situation. Sit your spouse down and communicate to them and say, look, this is not working for me. I think we need to go our separate ways. Okay, pow. Somebody will always be on the bottom of that situation. Whether it's you or her, who's to know? But one thing I do know, and this is a fact of life, that life goes on. You will hurt for a while, but not forever. It might throw you for a loop, might throw you on your back, clip you up, fall down, get up. But I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't going to stay down forever. Because you got to get up. You ain't got another choice. And if you got kids, you got a job, you got family, you got responsibilities, you ain't got no other choice but to get up. And go on. You got to. You ain't got no other choice. But saying all that I have said, that my problem is being a giver is not fair. It's just not fair to the other person. So why should we continue to do it? And I was reading on a blog yesterday where one person said, well, ignore them just like they ignore you. That's not solving the situation. That's just us walking back and forth through the house acting like we don't see each other. You don't see a 250-pound man. You don't see a 250-pound woman passing you in the hallway or in the kitchen or whatever. That's ignorant. Ignore them like they ignore you. No, that don't work. No. You got to first go to God in prayer and ask him what to do and how to do it. Then you go to God and say, Lord, I pray that you show us how to love each other the way they need to be loved. And show him or her how to love me the way I need to be loved. That's what you do. You don't just ignore the other person. You don't just ignore the situation. You go to God in prayer and say, look, God, I need you to handle this. Because if you don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's what he wants you to do. 'Cause when you say I don't know what I'm gonna do, that's when he say, okay, she's gone. I can step in now. Okay, he gave up. Now it's my turn. They out of the way. Now I can move in. You know what I'm saying? But this your girl, Miss Ree. I'm not gonna spend a whole 40, 50 minutes on this subject because I can. And y'all know I can. So I'm gonna leave this video right here where it is. If y'all got feedback, send a sister a video. Y'all got something to say to add on, send me something. If it's a message, I prefer a video because I like to watch videos more so than I like to read messages. But I read them. I do read them. I might not respond to all of them, but I do read my messages. And to my girl Timmy Cole, I love you, and I know you're gonna be blessed. I know. Brina, I see you, boo. I see all of y'all. So anyway, and I'm gonna stop trying to do my videos on my camera phone like this. I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. I'm gonna figure it out. So anyway, y'all be blessed. And this your girl, Mr. Reed, and that's my personal opinion. You don't like it? Click another video. Go see somebody else. But if you like it, respond to it. Let me know. You may have some words of wisdom for me that I can pass on to somebody else or keep for myself. You never know. So anyway, I love you guys. Be blessed and all of that. Bye.